Hi and welcome to Creative Crafts with Kel. I'm Kerry and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in London. I've come on to record a video today because as of May 1st the new Stampin' Up annual catalogue has been released, and we have some brand new in colours that I'm really enjoying, so I thought we could pop on and make a card with some new product and some new colours. So these are the new in colours. We've got Peach Pie, Summer Splash, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink and Shy Shamrock. I'm also going to be using the Spotlight on Nature. This is a brand new stamp set that's in the catalogue as well, and it's got some pretty fancy dies with it. These are Spotlight on Nature dies. They don't actually cut out any of the images, but they are really lovely. So even if this stamp set doesn't take your fancy, these dies, in my opinion, are just a must-have. So you can see we've got some eyelets, some dashes, some sort of radiating stitches in all different sizes. So we're going to use these with the Spotlight on Nature stamp set today as well. Okay, to touch on the new catalogue briefly, it's got a new feel to it. It's broken down in step-by-step categories. So you've got the beginner crafters that just want a real step-by-step guide to crafting so that they know exactly what they're meant to be doing, which is great. And then you've also got quick and easy options. So the step-by-step, they say kits are really good. You've got kits for all ages, and these are just some of them, but they are all available online, and we get new kits. I think we get two kits every month, so that's really handy. You've then got the quick and easy options where you have a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more creativity, and you can just combine some simple pieces and make your own. This is a great page for the beginner crafter, what's great for you to have so that you can then build your own cards and have a little bit of flexibility. And I love that number 10's got your demonstrator, because of course I'm always here for any questions that you have. So this is the mix and match, and they give you sort of already pre-cut card and cardstock and envelopes with gorgeous patterns, some pre-cut die, pre-cut images and sentiments, so that you can literally place things together, sort of learn your own style, and a really generic stamp set which is really good for all occasions, for your beginner stampers. I'm actually going to order this too because I think they've got some great sentiments, and then obviously it will eventually get into your avid crafters, the ones that like to have all the things and be able to mix and match and what have you. So if you'd like a copy of the catalogue and you haven't got a demonstrator and you'd like me to be a demonstrator, please just look down in the description below and contact me and let me know, and I'll get one of those sent out to you. But enough of that. So our Spotlight on Nature dies, stamp set and dies even. I'm going to use this leaf. I really love this. I just think it stamps beautifully. So I've already got that mounted onto a block, and I'm going to use the Dear Friend sentiment as well. So let's get going. So I'm going to get some thick basic white cardstock, and we're just going to cut this down to an A6 card base. So we're going to cut this down to 14.9, which is half of your A4, and then we're going to score it in half as well, and that's at 10.5. So there's our card base, and we'll just give that a really good burnish. Now I want some layers for the front and a piece for the inside, so I'm just getting my paper. This is regular white. It's the same colour white, it's just a little bit thinner than the thick that I use for the card base. And I'm going to cut this one down to 9.5 centimetres by 13.9, and I'm going to have one for the outside, and then I'll do another one for the inside. So we've got those. Another product from the new catalogue that I'm going to use today is the 2024 to 2026 in colour 6x6 designer series paper. Now these are all of those colours that I just showed you in the ink pads, and these give you different patterns of each colour, and I really think these are great patterns that because they work with everything: spots, stripes, generic patterns and leaves. You can even fussy cut these out if you wanted, and if I remember at the end of this video I'll show you some other cards that I've made using this paper as well. So yeah, I just really think that that's a good little bundle of designer series paper to have. Now I think I might use Petunia Pop. We'll go for spots. So we'll use Petunia Pop for, that's the inside, for the background. So I'm just going to cut that one down at 9 centimetres by 13.4, so that's just half a centimetre smaller than my layer. So we've got our card base, we've got our card layer, it gives us a bit of a border, and then we've got another layer of designer series paper on the front there, and then this piece will be for the inside, but I'm going to do some stamping on this. I think I'm going to use, so like I said, these are the Spotlight on Nature dies, and I like the eyelet design, and that's for the inside, and I like that size, yeah. So I've gone for the second largest on this panel here, but like I said, you can go for any. This is the exact same size, a different pattern, that's all. I just fancied the eyelet design. I'll pop those away. So we're going to want to cut that out. That's for that. So I'm going to grab a piece of scrap basic white that I have bundled in my scrap packet, and I will bring in my stamp cut and emboss machine as well. Okie doke. So if you've never seen a stamp cut and emboss machine, this is one from Stampin' Up, and basically it runs your die and paper through and it will cut it out for you. So I'll just show you. You put your paper down and you can feel a rigid edge on there. That goes face down, so it cuts into the paper, and then you just put your plate on top and you just roll that through. And then there's your die cut image, and it's really, really pretty. So that's all done. I'll move that out of the way now. Okay, so now I want to stamp on here, and this is the inside, so I want to stamp on there, and I'm going to stamp in Petunia Pop. So I'm going to use the leaf stamp on both the inside and the circle for the front. So look how pretty that is. I just love the way it stamps. It's beautiful. And then I'm going to do this one. Let me just off to the side a little bit. It's so pretty. Okay, so I think that's that bit done for now. And what we can do is we'll start putting things together so that it starts to make sense. So I've got our card base, and I'm just going to place our layer for the inside in there. I'm going to use a bit of Tombow glue. So put that in there. And then we can put our first layer, and we're going to put this on here first. So I really like this Petunia Pop colour. Well, to be honest, I really like all of the new in colours, and that doesn't happen all the time. There's always a few that I like and some that are not sort of for me, but I really like these all together and separate. So I'm just going to put this panel on the front now with a border evenly spaced all the way around, and then we're going to have, I'll turn it, but I'll center the circle, but I'll turn the leaf to come in from the side a little bit, and I'm going to pop that up on some dimensionals. We can do that now, yeah. So this is a largish circle, so I want to make sure I've got enough dimensionals just to keep it all raised. Gives it a little bit of dimension, makes it stand off the page a little bit more. So about there. Now the sentiment I said I'm going to use is Dear Friend, and I have already heat embossed that with on black card with white embossing powder, but I do want to add some flowers to the corner. So I'm just going to grab a scrap and I'm going to pull in some dies from another bundle. So this bundle is also new to the catalogue. It's called Flowers of Beauty Dies. It's actually a double bundle, but I'll show you what this one matches with. It's the Flowers of Beauty stamp set. And you can see some of them cut out some images from the stamp set, and some of them are standalone dies. I've actually got, there's another one here that I'm going to use. This one was also in there. So you've got smaller flowers and larger flowers. We're going to use the larger flowers today, but I really like this strip because you're not having to repeat yourself in die cutting loads of flowers. You just put it all through together and it cuts out all 8 of those flowers, and it's just a lot of time saving. So I'm going to use that. Now what I did last time, let's have a little look. I've got another strip here. Is that one better? Yeah, okay, we'll use that one. What I did last time with another colour from the new In Colours was I actually used a blender pen to just colour in the cardstock rather than using the same colour card. I do have it, but I think that the pens make it more of an uneven colour, the alcohol markers, and I think that's more realistic, and gives you a bit more texture, something like that. So all I did was just get a bit of colour down. I only want about 5 flowers, 3 or 5, and you see you can go over it, make it darker, but you see it does even out because they're obviously blending into each other, but I just really like that it's not such a flat colour. That should do us fine. So give that a minute to dry, it doesn't take long. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this through our die cut and emboss machine as well. I'm just going to put that glue away before it clogs up on me. So I'm going to bring in the stamp cut and emboss machine again. I'll bring in the plates and I'll do it off to the side. So I'll cut that down. And so with your stamp cut and emboss machine, you've got a big thick plate, and that's plate number 1. To die cut, you want plate number 2, and it gives you all the instructions on the base. And then you get 2 clear plates, and I'm just going to put this on top of one of the clear plates and put that in place, and then put this on another clear plate on top, and then I'm just going to run this through to the side of me. And then when it comes out, you've got all of your flowers. I don't need that one, but we can colour it in if we do. And if any of your dies get stuck, give them a tap or a poke, and you've got all of your flowers just there. Even that would be pretty to use on a card if you wanted a few strips of colours. So I'm just going to pop that back so I don't lose it, because I've been known. And I'll move this out of the way too. So I'm going to go for 5 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll pop these off to the side. And that can go away. So to make them less flat, I'm going to use my glue and put the flower in my hand and just use it with the lid on and roll it around, and it just gives it a little, pops up a little bit. I'm going to do that with all of them. It's just a quick and easy way to give them a little bit of dimension. Okay. So I think, trying to think how I did it before, something like that. So I'm going to put some liquid glue onto the top 3, and I'm going to pop these 2 at the bottom up on mini Stampin' Dimensionals. So these ones are the exact same as the big ones that I used just a minute ago on the circle, but they're smaller, so they're just better for small things, that so you don't have to cut up your dimensionals. So I think that way they'll all be level with this circle. So we'll do that other one in a moment, and I'm going to put some liquid glue on the back. Only need a small bit, and I'll put that there. this one. Yeah, that should do. And that will dry and stay put with a bit of luck. Let's put a little bit extra on because I've moved them a few times. Put that on the back of there, grab a bit. There we go. That's better. And then I'll put another mini dimensional on the back of this one. It just fits nice in the back and you won't see it from the front. And I'll put this one there. I want to use, these are the 24 to 26 in colour shimmer gems, and these again come in all of the in colours and they're just gorgeous. They've got sort of a cross hatch on the top of them, and I like that they come in 2 different sizes. So I'm going to use the small, let's have a look. Yeah, we'll use the small ones for the inside of the flowers, or the centre of the flowers. It brings a little bit of sparkle to your card as well. All right, so that's pretty much the card except for the sentiment. Like I said before I started recording the video, I did some heat embossing just because I was trying to work out whether I wanted black cardstock with the white, or if I wanted it with white with petunia pop. I'm still not 100% sure, I'm not going to lie. I think I kind of like that. Let's have a look. I'm not 100% sure that's straight. I don't think I like the way that I've cut that one. We'll use this one. I think we'll use this one. I'm just gonna trim that up a bit. Yeah, we'll use that there. So I want to make sure we don't cover up too much of our leaf. And there we've got the Petunia Pop in colour card using the Spotlight on Nature stamp set and dies. And this little die was from the Flowers of Beauty dies, just to give it a little bit of embellishment. So I'm going to show you the other colour I did before coming on, which was the Peach Pie. I really like this colour. I don't think there's many oranges in the Stampin' Up colours at the moment, so I'm really enjoying this one. And I did the exact same, just different colours, and I'll probably go through the rest of the colours and do the exact same cards, because these can be used for anything with this sentiment. And I'll show you another quick card that I made. It's on my socials, and this one was using the leaf side of each of the designer series paper and the Spotlight in Nature stamp set, and I just fussy cut around the leaf and the butterfly. And I think this one's from the Nested Essential dies possibly, and I just put a little bit of twine on there, and I think that shows up the colours and shows that the colours all can be used together as well. So yeah, that's me for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I shall see you soon for another video. Take care. Bye bye.